Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar. We're going to be looking at some Brick Model Railroader products. These were sent to us from Brick Model Railroader to try out. It's their custom replacement couplers. Now, normally with Lego sets, we're all familiar with the magnet system, which actually isn't the first thing that Lego used. Originally, there were horn hook couplers, or not horn hook, I'm thinking of the like HO scale couplers. It's just a hook that went through a little hole in another plate, and then Lego started with the magnets. And since Lego really didn't intend for the trains to be longer than 3 cars for the most part, the magnets were plenty fine to do that. With larger trains like these Brick Model Railroader cars, we got our hopper car and our caboose. When you get a lot of these, the magnets might not hold as well. Mine's not exactly. I built this myself, so it's not precise. And plus, they're not realistic. That's not what your coupler looks like on a train. They look more like this. A knuckle coupler here in the US. We see a lot of these. And these are custom made to interact with Lego. So the coupler itself is, I believe, an O-scale Kadee coupler, and they've made this plastic Lego compatible holder for it. And there are 5 different styles. I have 4 of them here. We got this one that's almost like a 2x2 plates. We got this one that's got like a tile look to the finish, and it's longer. And this one's a little bit longer than the other one. And then this one's looks very similar, but it's different. All right, and so I think these may work with one of these cars or both of them. Each of these have different ways that the coupler is attached. I'm going to see if they'll work on these, and if they don't work on these, I'll try another one of my cars. But before I do that, well, actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that, and I'm going to show you how this compares to Lionel couplers, which are not. Lionel couplers are not more prototypical. These are more prototypical size. And I know I might get these questions. O scale is not the same as L gauge. The O scale is actually, the track would be a little bit narrower, not as wide as what Lego train tracks are. So I was thinking this one would work. I took this off of the hopper car. I think this is the one I want to try to put on there. All right, and before I get to the connecting it, before I get all these mixed up, this is part number 7435 by Brick Model Railroader. This is 7472. This one is 7475, and this one is 7432, I think. So I'm going to do the 7472 on there. In order to make that work, I needed 1x2 plates. So I took the Lego part off. I put the 1x2 plate there, and now we're going to try to connect this with one hand. Boom. Uh-oh. I got to use both hands. I feel like that coupler is upside down. I think I did that wrong. I don't think that's the one I should have used. I feel like it's too high. Yeah, what did I do wrong? That is not right. So with the caboose, this is the wheel base for the caboose. I'm not finding a way that these parts are going to work. It's just too far out. I probably need to get, let me see here. And that one's just too high. So I don't think I've done this one right. Glenn's probably going to have to help me with this. I need a tutorial how to convert the wheels to, the couplers, so that everything is at the correct height. That is clearly incorrect, what I did there. I just realized somebody stole my steps. Alright, so if you're like me and you try to do things without instructions, you should probably go and look and see if there are instructions. And Brick Model Railroader does have instructions on how to convert these. It will require me some part modifications, so there is digital copy freely available on their website, brickmodelrailroader.com. Look in the shop. So this will call for another video, as I will need to go acquire the parts to convert these properly. Don't do them like I did. Alright, and just before I go, I want to compare these to a line O scale. So this is a line L train. And so when I first got these, I was like, that's O scale? Because I'm used to the toy grade couplers from line L, which are way bigger than prototype. So the O scale is more prototypical. I guess technically if it's going to be L gauge, the Kadee coupler had to be a little bit bigger. But yeah, so I got to go look at the instructions on their website to see how to do that. So anyway, that's just a look at what couplers are available, and there are instructions, I should say, on how to convert these properly. I'm going to put everything back together, and we will try it again in another video. So before I go, I would like to say that this is something that's probably for more hardcore Lego model railroaders. And if you're a traditional model railroader person, you don't have any problem mixing things like this. I know there's some people who claim to be Lego purist. I don't think anybody's a Lego purist. But, you know, adding this adds an extra level of realism to your train. So I think that's going to be cool to try out, but obviously not everybody's going to convert their rolling stock to these Kadee couplers, but who knows, maybe it's something that will catch on. But yeah, I'll get the download the digital instructions that they have and see what it looks like. I'll probably still be partial to the magnets, but just because I'm lazy. But I think it's a really awesome idea that they've come up with, and it's something you might want to try, and I will try not to fail in the next video. But anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Check out Brick Model Railroader at brickmodelrailroader.com. And like I said at the beginning of the video, they have sent me these samples to test out. And so my first video, I failed because I didn't follow the instructions, but the next time I will have the instructions. See you guys. If only Lego had made L gauge O gauge. Look at that, so close, like one stud off. Oh well.